VPN at technophilespodcast.com. I'm David Geisler, and this is the Technophiles Podcast. All right, everybody, we are back. This is part 3 of episode 293. I'm here with V. Lobs, Crystal E. Malone, and Jake Gill. Everybody, we just got done talking about WhatsApp encryption in part 2, and then in part 1, we were actually talking about Facebook Live, which was kind of fun. We actually did a live Facebook Live test on the show. Impromptu.
And then fun. A Facebook Live post about our live show that was going to be live in 2 weeks.
You're right. I didn't even think about that.
Man.
It was so meta.
Oh my God.
All right. But anyway.
You can find that on my Facebook page.
So we are back from the break, and Krista Lee.
Yes.
You have something about see-through solar panels or something.
I do. I have the only non-social story for tonight.
That's all right.
Yeah, I mean, the TLDR version of this is they are solar panels that are clear.
TLDR? What's that?
Too long didn't read for posts on social media.
Do people put TLDR in their comments?
Yeah, your post was too long, I didn't read it.
Or bloggers who know that will happen will just at the end put a TLDR for people who didn't read their thing and just be like 5 bullets.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
TLDR, this, like boom.
Oh, they'll cliff note their own thing at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. How did I miss this whole
I don't know.
piece of...
Do you not read blogs?
No, I don't at all.
Okay.
That's how you missed it.
That's
I listen
how
to
you missed
podcasts.
It. Yeah.
So that's how I missed it. Got it.
I love blogs.
Got it.
As you can see, as I'm
Podcasts are never too long.
That is true.
Anyways,
very rarely are they too long.
Solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually more than that, right? So here's the meat after the bullet point. So this is basically a film.
Yep.
The film is less than 1/1000th of a millimeter thick. And it's clear. So you can take this film and hypothetically put it over your window or put it on top of your cell phone or your iPad, and it will charge by you just not closing the cover and setting it in the sun.
And hypothetically, are you really sure this isn't the thing we talked about 2 years ago?
You mean before I was on the show?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay, it could be, but let's do it. Let's talk about it. Because,
I found...
it's really exciting.
Right. So, I mean, if it is, then there must have been an additional breakthrough because...
Well, I think a few years ago they were proposing it. Maybe it exists now.
Maybe it's they were really, really small.
So Crystal Lee has a wonderful follow-up story for us tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a follow-up story.
It
yeah.
doesn't matter.
An original story.
But it was awesome. Let's talk about it. And I'm sure
Okay.
there's people that listen to the show now that weren't listening 2 years ago. So let's talk about it.
Absolutely.
You gotta warn me about these things beforehand.
No, I didn't notice. I saw see-through. I don't know. I thought maybe it was another technology, whatever. But it's really, really exciting because when we talked about this a few years ago, there was ideas that literally entire sides of skyscrapers can get coated in this stuff, and buildings themselves can become solar panels. Buses, just coating a bus in this stuff was talked about.
Right. So they're
I'm just imagining people wearing clothes coated in this stuff.
And it is see-through, but it doesn't have to be. What I mean by that is you can still put it on an opaque thing.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with how it actually works. They're just developing it that way so that you can put it on Windows and phones and whatnot and still use it.
Excellent.
So the development is not done in the sense it's not entirely where they want it to be. It looks like they're at 10% or something like that efficiency, and obviously they would like it to be a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was 2% 2 years ago. I'm not joking. I think it was 2% efficiency back then.
I think
I'm very serious about this.
With the efficiency thing they're talking about harvesting ultraviolet.
Well,
light.
Well, it's ultraviolet and it's anything that they're letting the stuff we can see go through, and everything else they're trying to grab.
So you grab the 10% and then you make the 90% still visible. And
okay. Oh, is that what that's talking about there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was 2% because they were pulling 2% of the... I don't remember what it was. I shouldn't
potential energy.
I shouldn't try to talk about it if I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's okay, but they're trying to boost how much energy is actually being produced because the thing is that even right now, if you coated a skyscraper, that's one thing. But if you had a very small sheet on your phone, at this point, it's not really enough
Right.
to power your phone. So
Mhm.
Yeah, or have any of you guys use like the they have those like take it anywhere to the beach, like the solar
The little like
charger
the camping solar
things.
panels and
Oh my,
stuff.
they're awful.
Yeah, right.
They're so bad. You're like, well, it's sort of cloudy, so
Mhm.
give
There's
it
a
7
few
hours
out there,
because
right.
your phone will still have a charge then? Like, no.
Mhm. Yeah, you have to be right. Exactly. Most of the time, those things you're feeding a battery, and then maybe you can charge your phone off of. And there's a few out there that are good, but plenty just don't.
Yep.
They don't give you what you need. And I bring the conversation to a screeching halt
Wow.
again, 2
Oh
times
my
in one
God.
episode.
Killing it.
No,
So
it's
does
not,
this company provide what we need?
There we go. Thanks. Thanks,
I'm sorry,
Jake Gill.
David. Here's what it is. Like, I feel like such a goober now that I brought this story that I didn't know we covered already.
No.
That
No,
now I'm just
no.
like, oh.
You could not have known.
No. But it was so long ago, Crystal. It was so long ago, and let's talk about this because there's tons of people that listen to the show now that weren't listening back then, and I should have looked at this thing to notice that. And it's really exciting, though.
How does it work? Because I don't remember.
So it works a little different
If
than
I
a
ever
normal
learned.
solar panel.
Yeah, so basically, well, like Jake said, so there's this really cute picture.
Goober.
Oh.
They take the infrared and the ultraviolet, let the visible through. What they're stopping, they put into electricity. Now, the one thing that I tried researching but could not find, so this is going to be just hypothetical, is if they're blocking ultraviolet, specifically, I'm thinking of, how would this affect something like, isn't that what you're protecting yourself against when you put on like sunscreen and stuff?
So now
like,
all of a sudden you might have windows that are technically protecting you.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh.
Like, as a health thing, could this be a thing? Like, if
Mhm.
you are, I don't know, at risk for skin cancer or something,
Maybe.
would this be something like your doctor is going to say, well, you should coat your windows in this?
Yeah, is this the kind of thing
Or
that you can put on
something.
your car? I'm
Or
serious.
on your
Yeah.
sunglasses, and then you can use your sunglasses to charge your phone.
I mean,
or
that- yeah,
something,
that little
right?
bit of
I don't
spacing, right?
know.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Well, like I think the coolest thing about this is that they're able to put, like, they can harvest energy on any resource on any surface without like screwing up the aesthetic,
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
which
Right.
is so awesome.
yeah.
Because I think with current solar panels, aren't you kind of literally collecting the electrons? Isn't that how it works? Like it hits, and then they're actually like channeling the electrons and then
Like the heat
repurposing
and
them.
the-
It's some weird thing. It's not like a normal. It's not like a, like a windmill. It's obviously not
Mhm.
creating energy with magnets or
yeah.
anything. I
Mhm.
think you're literally somehow collecting. I don't know much about it. The electrons, like you're actually separating the electrons. It's weird.
I just realized I have never thought about how solar panels work, David. So I have no idea.
All right.
I don't know.
They drink the sun.
They drink
Yeah.
the sun.
Uses the sun magic to create electricity magic.
One of the downsides of these windows is television remotes won't work through them.
Dang it.
Oh,
bummer.
yeah.
Oh, that's just the worst.
Ah,
Probably
Oh.
not.
When
no
I'm
more
outside.
using my TV from outside.
Well,
So
come
they
on.
shouldn't make TVs out of these because you'll be like, dang it, I can't change the
And
channel.
the TV company's like, crumb, why did we do this?
Come on, V. You mean you never did that as a kid just to screw with your neighbor?
What? No.
I seriously had no idea you could do this.
What?
Yes.
I'm
This is
sorry.
a real thing, Crystalie?
Yes. Oh, I can't believe nobody else did that. If you, pretty much, it will only work if you like know your neighbor because you
Wait,
have
so
to
you have a remote.
because you have to like tune the remote. But like that was a thing when I was like
You could
younger.
get one of those universal
This
remotes.
is what
Right,
they
you
did.
get a
because
universal
those work
Brookfield.
really well.
No.
Real
You
punks,
can because
punks of Brookfield.
because the only thing you have to do with a universal remote to set it up is like a lot of them you hit one button and it scans until it reaches whatever the
Mhm.
code is on that TV. So if you can like hide in the bushes or get close enough to your neighbor's house, you can
Already
do
creepy.
that. And then you start changing.
Oh my god.
Let's make them watch the Home
I-
Shopping Network.
Now the Weather Channel.
Aha!
Switch it.
We also did this with people's garages.
Crystalie.
Oh my goodness, you prankster.
We need to encrypt this so that
Yeah.
Crystalie doesn't get in trouble.
Oh my gosh. The prank police are gonna get you.
So the garage though, honestly, it was mostly my siblings and I doing it to each other.
Okay.
What?
Wait, so you're hacking your own garage door? We're going off on a weird tangent
Yeah,
here.
that's good night.
Yes, never mind. Okay. The pranks aside, yeah, this probably
Yeah.
would take down the prank.
It gathers energy and it's prank proof. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Two birds, one stone.
I'm just amazed that nobody else did any of this. I thought this was like
I had somebody
a
in my
thing.
Spanish class who had one of those like Universal TV turn offer prank things that were specifically sold as prank items. That's I've never.
No, like even now we have a new garage door app on our phones for my family, and that was like the novelty's worn off now, but for a while my siblings and I were doing this. Like I would be sitting at a friend's house or whatever, and I'd be like, "Can you excuse me for a moment?" And I would just start opening and closing the garage, just freak out whoever was at the house.
Oh my god.
Because they would be like, "There's something wrong." And then since I'm the tech person, I would get these text messages going, "I think the garage door's broke." And I'm like, "No, I think one of my siblings is messing with you."
Oh man. That's crazy.
This is what you do for fun in Brookfield. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Well, hey, who knows? Maybe we could have solar-powered garage door openers. No,
Yeah.
don't have to plug it into the wall. Just have the front of the garage covered in this stuff.
So it looks like this will save you from pranks. It will save you from
Yes.
skin cancer, and it will power.
You do need wires
your house.
going to it. You know, it doesn't need to be connected to stuff. It's we are assuming it's flexible, but there's actually nothing implying that yet.
You're right. So I was kind of assuming there was some flexibility because they keep referring to
Being
it
so
as a
thin.
film.
Right.
And so
You feel like a film is something you like
yes,
roll on.
Yes, but that is definitely
There's
an
technically
assumption.
nothing here saying that that's possible.
True, right. This could be a very thin, solid piece.
So what's the material it's made out of? Is there some sort of weird, like, compound name it has?
Oh, they're
I'm sure it's very long and very complicated, and it's going to be really fun for you to try to figure out.
So if I remember correctly, I think it was not stated.
They don't talk about that, but they do talk about this being like a non-toxic material, which is
Yes.
Great.
very interesting there.
Heck yes.
And obviously you get like the thinness. But
I suppose
yeah.
I suppose if it's not fully like released or copyrighted yet, they're not going to release what it's made out of.
Yeah,
right.
I think that's what happened.
There's a
'cause
lot
I remember
of
trying to Google
like
it.
patented names. It's the Clearview Power TM.
Yeah.
It's the
Uh-huh.
you use Clearview TM.
So I think it's like, Clearview Power Technology, they're trying to bring that power to market, but it's Ubiquitous Energy that is
the
making the prototypes.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're in Silicon Valley, of course.
Of course.
Co-founders at MIT and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I guess we'll keep our eye on this technology.
Who knows? In a few more
Or
months,
we,
maybe
Return to it in
or
2
we
more
won't be able to
years.
see it
it's
at
going
all,
to be
right?
16%.
If it's
2 more
good
years-
technology, we won't be able to see it at all.
That's true. It'll be
Because
like
it's see-through.
magic.
We'll follow up on this story in 2 years and see if they're up to 20%. Like me was joking.
And I'll be crying because my remote doesn't work anywhere. No, just kidding.
But I mean, okay, if 2 or 3 years ago they were at 2%.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, that's insane.
I think that's true. I think we were talking about it being 2. I could be wrong, but
Because, I mean, isn't that one of the largest problems? I mean, this is so one of the episodes that I was listening to, or maybe we were talking about. So there was something about Google solar panels.
yeah.
Maybe that was my
I did
live
a story.
show
I did a
or
story
something.
about Google that created an algorithm that would
Yeah.
scan Google Earth to
Right.
figure out how much power you could get on your roof
Right.
if you put solar panels on it.
And that was one of those things that, like, solar panels in general are super inefficient.
Right.
So even, I mean, it seems like one of the largest things that they're talking about here and, like, really banking on is that, like, this 10% harvest or whatever is actually a lot higher than industry standard.
Yeah, usually the
So-
only real way solar panels work effectively right now is you're always charging a little bit and you store up in a battery, and then it's a little bit like a water tank, like a water tower to a city.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're slowly putting energy in, and then when you use the reserve, and you let it slowly build up. You use the power quicker than it gets put into the battery.
Sure.
But I think one of the benefits here is because unlike a traditional solar panel, which you could maybe cover your roof and then you're out of space, here, if you're putting it on your windows, or maybe you also put it on your roof, or you put it, I mean, because it's so small and thin, you can put it everywhere.
Right.
So even though it is inefficient,
you
you can
could-
just go for that quantity over
Right.
quality.
And I think that's, and so Windows could start being sold with this technology put
Yeah.
right on
Sure.
them, you know? And I think that a while back, that's why we kind of started leaning towards like skyscrapers. Because we were just thinking like, what, just the maximum
Right.
amount of windows that could
Right.
be on something. You know what I mean?
But yeah, for like regular houses, like on surfaces that can't be covered up with your standard solar panel, you can cover it up with this stuff just to get like every surface you possibly could, just maximize the amount of solar panel use.
I wonder how durable it is. I wonder if it's, if it's on glass.
I mean, it could
There's
be
an
in between panes or on the inside. No,
Yeah, it's interesting. It could be.
it doesn't have to be on the
Yeah,
outside.
or it could just, or maybe it's just a coating that they would put on some like
Appears to be a
standard
coating.
thing. Because like, I mean, even right now, even if they're still working on that efficiency stuff, though, like, just think of they are talking at the end of the article about bringing this more to like mobile and distributed electronics.
Mhm.
So,
And actually, this article we're talking about here, we're referencing some stuff specifically from ubiquitous.energy right now. This stuff that they've posted on their website.
yeah. So, I mean, could you imagine like, I mean, even if it was like some kind of like an emergency phone, or literally like, yep, you have nothing around here to power your phone, but you could use this kind of phone, and you don't get to make very many calls on it, but like it will work no matter what.
Mhm.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I say we get out of here. Fun episode tonight. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks at UWM for our next live show.
Yep.
Crystal Lee, I think you're actually gonna basically kind of co-host / totally host that episode. Did you guys know this, by the way?
I knew this.
You knew this because I wasn't able to go for the pre-interview with our guest. So as we said in our live post on Facebook, V and Crystal Lee went to go chat with our guest. So I don't know anything about our guest. I'm really excited.
Are you scared?
What?
Are you scared?
Well, I'm not really used to like
Handing over the reins.
sitting in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
But
You could be in the
So-
back. That was where I mean last
So I seriously
live show. I was like, oh.
all joking aside, I kind of thought like, wouldn't it be fun if we're gonna twist it, let's twist it all the way, and I'll be the one in the audience, is what I thought.
Yeah.
But then I realized, well, someone still has to run the computer and stuff, so I'll probably still sit where I sit. We can talk about this later, but then maybe
It's
it'll
not
be
like the computer ever has any
Slowly.
problems or technical issues. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, we basically just let it go.
Yeah.
Just click record and let it go. We never. It's
Wish.
not like it takes like a week of post production or anything, and then when microphones cut out. And then all right, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks. That'll be tons of fun for episode 294, where we're talking to Dan Norton and our next UWM live show. Until then, Crystal Lee, people can find you on Twitter at.
They can find me on Twitter at GamerAnthro.
Fantastic. I'm going to go backwards through the show tonight. So then, V, if people want to talk to you about WhatsApp, they can find you.
They can find me at bear_Annika on Twitter.
Marvelous. The Bashamania, are you guys putting that on YouTube or anything? Or was it basically just in the Twitter archives? Right now?
It's on-
Twitch archives.
Twitch archives is probably run out by the time people hear this.
Got it. Fair enough.
But we do have a recording of it that will go up on YouTube sometime soon.
And you'll tweet that from your account, I'm sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Marvelous. Jake, if people want to talk to you about Facebook Live.
Yeah, we could do it live on Facebook maybe, or you can tweet me at Critical Owl.
Fantastic. We love it when people tweet the show at Technophiles Pod, or find us on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Facebook by searching Technophiles, or go to our actual website, technophilespodcast.com. I think that's it for now. Like I said, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Until then, I'm David Geisler, and you can find me on Twitter at Raptor Paint. Have a good 2 weeks, everybody.
Y'all.